It is 6:49. This is your morning in 8 minutes. You won't have to quarantine for as long if you become infected with COVID-19. The CDC is cutting the time in half.
The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reducing its recommendation from 10 days to 5.
But only if you're not having symptoms, and you have to wear a mask for an additional 5 days. The CDC also shortened its recommendation for those who are exposed to the virus to 5 days. If you are fully vaccinated and boosted, you do not need to quarantine, but they say you should wear a mask for 10 days after exposure. The CDC says the change comes after data shows transmission usually happens in the first few days before and after symptoms appear. And this morning, there are more than 1,000 flight cancellations expected across the country. This comes after Monday's 1,100 U.S. flight cancellations and nearly 5,000 delays. Airlines say the chaos is due to so many crew members exposed to COVID and calling out sick.
Here in East Tennessee, people stuck at McGee-Tyson are resorting to rental cars to get to their destinations. An employee for car rental company Avis says they've had to turn people away because they just don't have enough cars to rent out. As of this morning, there are no canceled flights at McGee-Tyson so far, but a few delays are coming in from American Airlines.
Well, a murder suspect from Georgia is found right here in East Tennessee. This morning, he is behind bars in Scott County. Police say 35-year-old Brandon Wiseman hid out in an abandoned home in Helenwood. Last night, police arrested him. He was first spotted in East Tennessee Sunday night in McMinn County. He led officers on a brief chase before letting his sister out of the car and disappearing across the Monroe County line. He is now facing charges related to a murder in Murray County, Georgia.
Sevier County deputies beefing up patrols after a father and daughter were shot and killed on Christmas Eve.
The extra patrols come as authorities try to figure out who pulled the trigger. Police found 70-year-old Edward Atkins and 43-year-old Melissa Burgess Smith inside the mobile home where they lived along Asheville Highway. Police are not saying whether they're looking for a suspect, only that the case is still open.
And a man is facing serious charges this morning for breaking into a Knoxville police officer's home, dressing up in his uniform and arming himself with the officer's loaded gun. According to a police report, Dwayne Miller broke into the house when the officer wasn't there and started using the officer's police-issued radio. Authorities say when they showed up, they found him dressed in uniform, armed with the officer's tactical gear. Miller is charged with aggravated burglary and impersonating an officer.
A wanted sex offender is arrested after police say he broke into a home while naked and stole items. Officials say 27-year-old Michael Tyler Henniger entered a person's apartment without permission through an unlocked back door. While inside, he took several items before running away.
He took my grandkids' toothbrush, toothpaste, Christmas stuff that we put in stocking stuffers. He took my daughter brand new Jordans.
Officers found him nearby in a wooded area. They arrested him. He is charged with aggravated burglary.
This morning, Rural Metro trying to figure out what caused a house fire on Sims Road in East Knox County yesterday morning. The home does appear to be a total loss. No one was hurt.
The housing market in East Tennessee, it's still booming.
New numbers from the Knoxville Area Association of Realtors showing that last month was one for the history books. More homes were sold in Knoxville last month than any other November on record. Sales up 9.9% on the month. A number the association calls astounding. Rent is up big time, too, around Knoxville, up 18% over the past year. And right now, Remote Area Medical needs your help ahead of a major clinic they're doing in Knoxville next year. Rams Clinic at Chilhowie Park's Jacob Building is from February 11th to the 13th. They need medical, dental, and vision professionals to volunteer. They also need general support for the clinic and volunteers to help set up and take down, as well as interpreters. If you'd like to help, we have this information for you on the WVLT News app.
Medic is closing out the year with a blood drive. It's happening right now. They have locations downtown Knoxville, Farragut, Crossville, and Athens. You do need an appointment. It's preferred. If you donate, you can get a Medic beanie, a $15 e-gift card, and Texas Roadhouse coupon. You'll also be entered into a drawing for a $50 Food City gift card.
And the Lady Vols securing another win at home, taking down the Chattanooga Mocs 91-41. Junior Tamari Key led the way with 18 points and 7 rebounds. Up next, the Lady Vols start conference play on Thursday. They're hosting the Alabama Crimson Tide in a 6:30 p.m. matchup. It'll be streamed on the SEC network.
And we're just 2 days away from that big bowl game in Nashville.
Yeah, the team locked in and ready to go as they look to finish the 2021 season strong against Purdue. Kickoff is 2 o'clock Central, 3 p.m. Eastern on Thursday. Tickets are still available. We have a link if you want to go on the WVLT News app. And be sure to join us tomorrow night at 7 o'clock for our bowl game special, Tennessee and the Music City. Everything you need to get ready for the Music City Bowl. Our sports team brings it to you live from Broadway in downtown Nashville.
Let's get a look at your traffic with Whitney Turner.
Fog creating low visibility along I-75 through Campbell County this morning and parts of Scott County, so you want to leave with that extra time. Make sure you have your low beams on through any dense conditions. The good news is that's the only thing that is slowing you down as you're getting out the door right now. This is a live look at I-40 at Paper Mill Road. Volume still light to start your Tuesday, but a reminder, if you do have plans to travel, leaving before noon today is your best bet. Getting a look at those interstates, I-40 westbound moving 71 miles an hour. 75 southbound moving 70 miles an hour, and Alcoa Highway northbound moving 57 miles an hour.
And now, your WVLT First Alert forecast.
Almost 5 minutes to the top of the hour. If you have to get out and about, we'll get your day started with what's going on. Nice and calm for us this morning. Just a few sprinkles for some, and Whitney showed you where we had those areas of fog, especially off to our northern communities there. That half-mile range now down to 0 for La Follette into Campbell County, so dealing with that. Jacksboro's at 55, 63 Knoxville to 56 in Pigeon Forge. Good morning to Newport at 57, Greenville's at 51. Down to the south, Tellico Plains, you're warm at 63, as well as Athens at this place in time. A few sprinkles for East Knox County down Chapman Highway. You're dealing with that again, just enough to throw on those windshield wipers and get things cleared away. Just to the north of Cades Cove in the parts of Blount County and Sevier, we'll have a few sprinkles trying to ring out and get on your windshield as well. The heavier stuff is off to the north. For those of you who may be traveling into Kentucky up towards Lexington, you'll be dealing with that for the course of the day today and into the afternoon. We'll deal with that a little bit more for tomorrow as well. So gusty up today at 20 to 30 miles per hour, 66 by the lunchtime, 71 is going to be the official high for today. And again, gusty at times as we have those isolated rain chances, especially into the afternoon as well. Periods of rain overnight tonight. 63 is where we're going to be for the start of the day on Wednesday. And Wednesday is that first alert weather day. You can see all of us really dealing with something that will happen here from Williamsburg to Harlan, Barberville, back down into Morristown, Knoxville, Maryville. And then for those of you in this yellow area, you're on the level 2 threat. So we've increased that for you if you're just now waking up, from Crossville to Wartburg into Madisonville. Heavy rainfall. Gusty winds a possibility. This is going to be the evening hours of Wednesday when many of us are trying to have dinner. We're trying to, maybe if you're like me, get to bed at a reasonable hour to be here at 2 o'clock in the morning. So we'll be trying to sleep through all of that, guys. And the rest of you, keep that First Alert Weather app handy in case something's going on in your neighborhood, from a flooding threat to heavy winds, strong storms. It'll come right to your phone so you know how to protect you and your family.
Yeah, and it'll tell you really wherever you are in the state, really in the country.
I've been in Ireland, and that weather app told me what was going on. So
I know.
it travels with you.
It'll go wherever you are.
Yes, it